Hi George.
Hi Desiree.
I think it would be important to remind everyone of something Sally Root pointed out earlier. She said that one of the most important ghost roles that often comes up during discussions about world work topics and social issues is the ghost of history.
Yes, that's right. People often speak about historical events or people as if they were only in the past. And this of course is true. But when they are spoken about, they are also ghost roles right here in the moment.
Yes. And one way to understand this is that these ghost roles are seeking deeper resolutions than may have occurred before.
I think I understand. Many of us want and hope to get beyond the past, especially if it was very painful. That's very important. But I think you are saying that if the past is not processed at some point, when people are ready, it can disrupt events and resolutions of today. Is that right?
That's right. Because any group interactions, treaties, or negotiations between people or nations that are made today won't hold well if the earlier problems and experiences are not processed.
That's right. All of that history is still in the background, and can disturb whatever happens. So, when the timing is right, and the group is ready, they can use their awareness to represent roles and events of the past, and go deeper.
Can you give me an example?
Yes. For example, Ani often says, you can get rid of a dictator, but not the dictator role, or energy.
Right. So for example, you can have a revolution in a country, but if the dictator role is not processed and worked with, it will turn up in some other form.
Oh, so, you mean if, today, that earlier leader or dictator is spoken about in a group, someone might step into that role and represent it?
Yes. I might do it like this. I know what's right, and everyone has to follow me.
Then there's the chance for others to use their awareness, and to step into other roles and interact.
They can also switch roles and bring in any other roles in the field.
And as the process unfolds, potentially discover better ways to deal with, and use, that so-called dictator energy, in a more useful way.
I guess we don't have time to show the whole process, but I get the idea, and I think others who are watching will too.
That's great.
Yes, I hope so.
Hi George.
Hi Jake.
I was listening to the discussion, and wanted to bring one more example of a ghost role that really touched me.
Thanks. What situation was it?
Well, the theme of the process had to do with the overuse of the Earth's natural resources. There were two main roles. One role represented those who were upset about the suffering of the Earth, and the other role was those who didn't want to stop consuming. Things really escalated between them, though the limitations of our voices and motions as animated figures makes it hard to bring that intensity out enough. But you can use your imagination. Take a look.
I'm so upset about people using too many of the Earth's resources.
Yes. The Earth is really suffering.
We need to stop using so much oil and gas.
It's a good idea, but actually I don't want to stop consuming.
I like heating my house with oil and using my car.
Yes, I feel that way, too.
There was also some role switching happening, though you can't see that in this short clip. In any case, if you listened carefully, you'd notice that Mother Earth was a ghost role, spoken about, but not directly represented.
Oh yes. It might seem strange to some that the Earth herself can be a ghost role, but it can be very important.
That's right. And at one point, suddenly and spontaneously, one woman came forward representing that ghost role of Mother Earth. And she pleaded and cried out as the Earth, saying,
I feel everything that you do with, and to, me. I feel it all. It's important to care for me, and for everyone, I feel all of us. I'm suffering, and we are suffering.
In that moment, someone on the side of those who don't want to give up consuming resources said,
"You're just overly emotional."
Wow. I thought the woman playing Mother Earth would get really angry at him, which I thought she would have a right to do. But instead she said,
As Mother Earth, I love you, too, and want to protect all of my children. All of you are important to me, including you.
And that changed everything. That was really touching to everyone, even the person who was upset with her. There was a long silence, and then the realization that everyone wanted to feel warm and cared for, on all sides, and they also wanted to find a way to care for the earth. This was the beginning of working more deeply together. I think that helps to show how important ghost roles can be.
Thanks for that example, Jake. That touches me, too.
You're welcome. I'll see you later.
See you later. Okay. I hope that gave you some ideas about noticing ghost roles and working with them in practice. The next section is on hot spots, edges, and cool spots. Interesting stuff. Bye for now.